Welcome to today's lesson on natural vegetation of India. This is an introductory video where we shall be focusing on the definition of natural vegetation and the factors that affect it. We shall also try to identify the different types of natural vegetation found in India. In our subsequent lessons, we shall be discussing about each type of vegetation found in India in details. The relevant video links of all the lessons from this chapter are provided in the description for your reference. So let's begin today's lesson. Let us visit a park full of trees. Yes, it is the famous Botanical Garden of India, which is situated in Howrah, West Bengal. The full name of this garden is Acharya Jagadish Chandra Bose Indian Botanic Garden. It was set up in 1890 with the objective of exploring the plant resources of the country India and identifying and protecting the endangered exotic plant species. This garden is a home to about more than 12,000 specimens of plant species, the most noteworthy of them being the great banyan tree, an enormous banyan tree with more than 1,000 prop roots and having a circumference of 330 meters, which is almost thrice the average size of a cricket ground. Now, apart from this great banyan tree, the garden also consists of many other plant species like water lilies, lotus, bamboos, palms, pines, etc. All these different types of trees form the natural vegetation of India. Now, the natural vegetation of any region grows naturally with the aid of various factors like temperature, precipitation, soil and topography. So all these factors help in the growth of plants. Coming to temperature, we know plants need appropriate temperature for their survival and it cannot tolerate extreme cold or extreme hot temperature. Also, we know water means life. Thus, substantial amount of rainfall or precipitation is required for the growth of plants. Soil is the third and an essential factor that helps in the growth of plants. In fact, soil is the only medium where plants can grow. Also, last but not the least, topography is another factor that affects the vegetation of any region. By topography, we mean the relief feature of that region. This is to say that vegetation can grow both in plains and on mountains. However, the type varies. Now, with the development of science and technology, it has been possible for the human beings to manipulate various natural factors like temperature, soil, precipitation, etc. and to grow crops in regions where their growth would otherwise have not been possible. For instance, construction of canals in desert has made crop cultivation possible in these arid regions by processing irrigation through these canals. Also, in higher altitude where the temperature is very low, farming or crop cultivation is practiced in glass houses. These glass houses regulate the temperature of the high altitude and enables growth of various crops. So here we find that over the years it has been possible for the humans to grow crops and plants by controlling various natural factors. Now let me tell you that these cultivated crops do not form the natural vegetation of that place because they do not grow naturally but with human aid. So now let us understand the true meaning of natural vegetation. But before continuing with our lesson, let us try to answer this objective. It says construction of dash has made cultivation of crops possible in deserts, and the options given are bridges, roads, buildings or canals. Well, which of them do you think is the correct option? Well, we just read that construction of Canals has made cultivation of crops possible in desert, because through these canals irrigation or water is available, which helps in the growth of crops. So the correct option is canals. So now let us understand the true definition of natural vegetation. Well, natural vegetation refers to a plant community that crops up or grow naturally in that region and exists independently of human intervention. That is, these regions have been left undisturbed by human beings for a long time. Thus, cultivated crops, fruits and orchards do not form the natural vegetation of any region, because they do not grow naturally but with the help of human beings. Whereas a forest or a grassland that occurs naturally forms a natural vegetation of a place. Now, natural vegetation can be of various types. For instance, the evergreen rainforest, deciduous forest, montane forest, mangrove forests, grasslands and thorns and scrubs. Now, the natural factors about which we discussed a while ago, that is temperature, precipitation, soil and topography, affects the type of vegetation found in a region. For instance, in regions of high temperature and heavy rainfall, evergreen rainforests are found. Whereas in places where rainfall occurs seasonally, deciduous forests are found. Again, in mountainous and hilly regions, montane forests are found. Now, near the coast, where daily occurrence of tides are quite prominent, mangrove forests are found. Again, in regions that experiences moderate climatic conditions, grasslands develop. And lastly, in hot and arid regions, that is in deserts, thorns and scrubs grow. Thus here we find that the type of vegetation found in any region depends on these important natural factors, that is temperature, precipitation, soil and topography. So, based on these natural factors, these are the different types of natural forests found all across the world. Now, we know India is a subcontinent and it comprises of these different types of vegetations. Specifically, India consists of 4 major types of natural vegetation, and they are namely the tropical evergreen forest, tropical deciduous forest, montane forest, mangrove forest, tropical thorn forest. Now, here different colors in the map shows different types of vegetation that are found in India. So, this brings us to the end of today's discussion on natural vegetation of India. Well, in this lesson, we only tried to focus on the definition of natural vegetation and the factors that determine it. In our subsequent lessons, we shall be discussing about each type of natural vegetation found in India in details. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon. You can also register for free at DeltaStep.com or download the DeltaStep app to learn one-to-one with our amazing teachers, or to get access to our 5,000 amazing videos as per your school syllabus. Master each topic with our adaptive practice technology. Get million+ questions with step-by-step solutions and unlimited mock tests. Get all your doubt resolved instantly. Learn via games and win amazing prizes like PlayStations and iPads. So at DeltaStep, learning is not just fun and easy, but it's rewarding too. So register for free now.